Oh my gosh, guys, before we get started, let me just say that I got a new house. What? So if you have been watching me for some time, you know that this is not a familiar background. I actually just moved here during my time away from the YouTube. All of the furniture from my last house, I got rid of it. Like either I threw it away, put it in storage, gave it away, like whatever the case may be, I got rid of it because it had bad vibes. That is why everything is all empty in here and why the background is different, if anybody was noticing. Eventually I'll give you guys a tour, not right now because that's not what we're here for, but I just wanted to talk about my new house. Hey, isn't that so exciting? Who moves more than me? Who moves more than me? In the last year, I have moved like, I think 4 times. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? But I plan on being here for a while. I really do. I say that every time I move, but I'm being serious. And I say that every time I move too. But seriously, I'm tired of picking up my life and moving and like, I want to like get some roots somewhere and be grounded somewhere and like be able to build. So hopefully I'm done moving. I really hope so. I really hope so. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys about my new crib. That was so unnecessary. Okay, let's get on with the video. Oh, I forgot I sprained my ankle. Oh, that hurt so bad. That hurt so bad. I fell the other day outside. My dog like pulled me and there was snow on the ground and I got busted outside. Like I fell down like 3 or 4 stairs. Thankfully, I only sprained my ankle. I didn't break it. It was actually a pretty hard fall, so I'm like shocked AF. But yeah, I keep forgetting and that really hurt. What's up guys, it's your girl Penny here and I am so excited to be back in front of the camera making, okay, my phone just fell and like really disrupted the piece. But it's fine. I'm really excited to be here back in front of this camera making a vlog for you guys. It has been so long. Like I haven't seen you guys since last year. That is so crazy to me. And speaking of, happy new year. We made it through 2020, you guys. I mean, a round of applause for us because 2020 was not an easy year for anybody at all. So like celebrate your win of making it through 2020. Even if you came out, you know, kicking and screaming, barely made it, you still made it and I am so proud of you. I'm proud of us. Okay, I'm proud of us. A lot of changes in 2020. One of them being that I got my name legally changed. Like that is seriously still so crazy to me that my name is actually Penny. Like it's not a nickname anymore. It's legally my name. That is the craziest thing ever. I'm still processing it. I'm still processing it. It's been like 5 or 4 months or something like that. I did it back in September. You do the math. Anyway, today's video is actually going to be about my name change. It is going to be about how my life is different since getting my name changed. And what actually inspired me to make this video is someone commented on the video of me getting my name changed. So if you have not checked out that video, I highly suggest that you go check it out. But anyway, someone commented on the video and said, I'm curious to know how life's been since making the change. I'm set on changing mine finally. It's always been a constant battle accepting my name and just introducing myself in general. I want to change it while I'm still fairly young. I'm 23 and saying my legal name just doesn't feel right to me and no one understands why I feel this way. But it's my life and I'm going to live it. So I just want to know how it's like from the point of view of someone who's done it. Thank you. So thank you for asking the question, first of all, because I feel like I never really sat down and was like, how did changing my name change my life? Now, obviously it did change my life. Like Obviously, I literally changed my birth name. The name that was legally mine, it was like given to me in the hospital at birth 22 years ago. So that obviously is a very big change. But I never really sat down and was like, how did this change my life? How did this affect my life? Because I was already in the midst of so many changes, and I was like already like changing myself, you know what I mean? So like I never like stopped and was like, how did this have an effect on your life? So I thank you for asking me that question, because it caused me to sit down and really think about it, like what happened. I'm gonna try my best to sum this up and make this make sense. I'm also going to comment on, you know, how it's affected my relationships with my family and friends, and just the way that I conduct my everyday life, which ultimately it all comes back to the same place, but I'm just like giving you an idea of where this video is going. First and foremost, legally changing my name has stopped that constant battle of like, who am I? And I feel like I didn't even realize I was going through an identity crisis. Like honestly, I did not realize I was having an identity crisis, because I feel like I was just used to living in chaos and confusion. Like that was just normal for me. It wasn't like I just woke up one day and I was in the midst of chaos and confusion. Like that was the thing. That was how I lived my life for so many years. And I was trying to break away from it, but I feel like I was always having this battle of like, who are you? Are you Jasmine or are you Penny? And Jasmine and Penny are very different people. So to sum it up, Jasmine is a bitch, okay? She cannot control her emotions. She has an anger problem. She's even like a little bit of a narcissist, okay? And Penny is more firm. She is not rude, but she's firm. She's kind. She is rooted in who she is. She has a lot of control over her emotions. And, you know, she's just a very grounded and authentic person, which is who I have created her to be. And so I can understand if this is like confusing to you right now, where you're like, you're still like the same person. You know what I mean? And this is true, but let me break it down for you, okay? Let me break it down. When I started going by Penny, and because it's been like 3 years since I've been going by Penny. So when I started going by Penny and deciding that I wanted to be a different person than who I had been my entire life, I began to do directly the opposite of everything that Jasmine would do. And so that has helped me to create Penny. But there were days when I would wake up, and it was most days, and it was like Jasmine and Penny were like going head to head, and I didn't know who was ever gonna win. It was like I didn't have control over it. Some days I was just a dark cloud. Some days I was just like sunshine and rainbows. Some days I did not know what I wanted to do for a living, what direction I wanted to pursue in my life. I was like, you know, I should stay connected to these people because they know me. And then like there was Penny over here who's like, you know exactly what you want to do, you know where you want to go, you just have to go after it. You need to cut these people off because they don't fit your vision. And it was just like a constant battle, because I feel like I was going through an identity crisis. Like I didn't know who I was supposed to be, because everyone I had known in my life at that point in time was accustomed to Jasmine. And then I had like a certain percentage of people who had only known Penny. And so I would like go home and deal with Jasmine, and I just felt like a fraud and an imposter. And it was just a mess, you guys. It was a mess. And so I was going through a major identity crisis. That is now not a thing anymore. I feel like I wake up every single day and I know exactly who I am. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't like fall short sometimes, because I feel like people try to provoke me and like be like, you're still that same person. You know what I mean? And so usually I win, but it's very seldomly, you know, every once in a while I do fall short, and Jasmine will like pop up and like freaking scream at people, and I'm just like, ew, I feel so ugly when I let my anger get the best of me. But I feel like overall I am a very grounded person. I know who I am, what I want, who I need to stay away from, and all of those things. So it's definitely helped me like discover who I am. The next thing that changing my name has done for me is it has made me way more courageous. And I mean that in the sense of like, I'm just not afraid of anything. I really feel like, not even just because of my life experiences, because I've been through a lot of stuff, but I mean like, I'm just not afraid to just be me. And I feel like for so long, I was afraid to be my real self, and that is part of the reason that I had the identity crisis. I was just afraid to be me because I was like, you know, what is my family going to think? What are, you know, who I thought to be my friends, what are they going to think? Are people going to accept me whenever I'm just like changing who I am and what I do and the way that I live my life? Is this going to be something that people accept? Like, I feel like I was always so worried about what is the next person going to think? What is the next person going to say? How are they going to feel about these changes? I've known them for so many years, and one day I'm just going to wake up and be different. Like, are they going to be okay with that? You know, this is something that I really battled with, and now I'm just like, you know what? If you don't fucking like it, you can hit the door, okay? I don't care who you are, what you do, how long I've known you, whatever the case may be. If you are not willing to accept me for who I am, if you are not willing to grow with me, you cannot go with me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I don't live in that fear of like, will people accept me anymore? I'm now like, either they're going to take it or they're going to leave it. I'm going to be good either way. You know what I mean? The next thing that changing my name has done for me is it has literally cleared out the bad people in my life. And it's so crazy because like a lot of these people, I just imagined, I don't even want to say I imagined spending my entire life with them because that's not true. But I did think that they would kind of just be like lingering around for a while. Like, I don't really know how to explain this. Like I thought that I was just going to keep ties and connections to certain people because of like how many years we've known each other, or you know, we're family, or you know, we've been through this and this together. They were here for me in this season of my life. Shouldn't they get to experience this awesome and amazing person? Like, I just always thought I would just have like some type of connection to certain people. But when I made this change, it made so many people uncomfortable. So many people like back away from me. It allowed me to, first of all, like see who people really are and what role they really play in my life, which I realized like a lot of people did not play a good or an essential role. Like, it just, I feel like exposed all the fakes and the phonies, and they either ran away or I opened the door and I let them go. You know what I mean? So now I feel like I have so many more positive people around me. No, let me correct that, because I actually have less people in my life now, but the value of them has gone up tremendously. And it is like such a heartwarming feeling that I don't have to hide like certain parts of myself. You know what I mean? Because I feel like my old friends were so unaccepting of everything that involved Penny, like including my YouTube channel. Like, I couldn't go to them and talk to them about these things. They would just like, you know, brush me off or be like, that's just a dream, or, you know, that's never gonna happen. You know, they were just very negative, or they would try to get me to do things that Jasmine enjoyed, and that would ultimately cause self-destruction, because Jasmine was like the queen of self-destruction. So it definitely exposed all the phony balonies in my life. Like, they had to go, and it was almost effortless. Like, legit, it was almost effortless, because it was just like when I made the change, they were gone. So definitely helped me to clear out my surroundings. But if that is something that is like discouraging to you guys, first of all, let me just say, you deserve to have people around you who celebrate every single ounce of who you are. Like, every fiber of your being is celebrated, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That doesn't mean people promote your bad behavior. That just means they love you anyway. But also, I just want to say, like, for all the friends that I lost, all the family members that I'm not close to anymore, they were replaced by like one person who brings more to the table than all of them combined times 3. So that is just something to think about. So I feel like as of right now, being that it's only been a few months, I feel like those are like the major things that I can talk about as far as changing my name, like, and how it's changed my life. And I feel like those are very major and drastic things. So I am going to move on to how my friends and family have reacted to the name change, and just like how to deal with people who maybe don't call you your new name or whatever the case may be. As far as my family goes, it's so weird because I have a huge family. Like, I have a huge family. So it's hard for me to just be like my family and categorize them in this like general bubble because there are so many of us. But I'm gonna like try to break it down to you guys in the best way that will like make sense. So like my great aunts, my grandma, like, and all her siblings, not all of them, but like most of them call me Penny. Okay, they straight up, they call me Penny. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, everyone did ask me, like, why did you change your name to Penny? Which is an understandable thing. Like, I get it and I definitely respect it. But once I shared my reasoning, they were just like, okay, sounds good. And so they call me Penny. My mom is working on it. I have to say she's working on it, because in the beginning, like when I first told my mom I was legally changing my name to Penny, she literally looked at me and was like, you know, I'm not calling you Penny, right? Like, that's not going to be a thing. And it hurt my feelings. Like, it really did. And then a couple months later, we got into like an argument, and I was like, you know, that really hurt my feelings whenever you said that. Like, you didn't say like, I'll work on it, or can I call you Jasmine as a nickname or anything like that. You were just like, I'm not calling you that. And she was like, you know what? You're completely right. I did do that. And so ever since then, she's not the best at it yet, but she's definitely working on it. So I have to give my mom props, because I feel like that's a very hard change, especially like, you know, you make this baby in your belly for all these months, and you're like, I'm gonna name it this, and then they grow up one day and they're like, I fucking hate that name. So it's definitely like challenging for my mom, but I feel like she's adjusting. Like, she's trying anyway. And I did say, like, to people, if it makes you uncomfortable to say Penny, like, just don't say my name, you know what I mean? So sometimes she doesn't say my name, sometimes she'll accidentally say Jasmine, and then she'll be like, I mean Penny, you know? It just really depends on the day. But I feel like for my mom, I'm trying to have a little bit more grace, because she literally gave me my name. My siblings, my brother does not respect any decision in my life whatsoever, so I really don't expect him to call me Penny. Like, he's only nice to me like when he wants something from me, so you know what I mean? Don't really care. He definitely calls me Renee, which is my middle name. He's called me that for my entire life, but he still calls me like Jasmine or Jazzy. He like never addresses me as Penny. Whatever. My sister, she tries to call me Penny, but she actually, like, it's not that she doesn't, like, she's another one who just doesn't really say my name too much. But when she does, she may accidentally say Jasmine, or she'll call me Penny, and it'll just be like weird. I don't know why it's weird, because she told me that, so like a couple months ago, my sister and I were talking, and she was like, I don't know, it's like weird for me to call you Penny, because I feel like I'm talking to a stranger and like I don't know you anymore. And I realize a lot of people feel that way, so I definitely get where she's coming from, you know what I mean? But my sister, she tries. She's not perfect, but she tries. Okay, she tries more than most. It's a major adjustment. You have to give people time. Now we're going to move on to the next group of my family members, which would be my cousins. So let's say out of like 150 cousins, which I actually might have more cousins than that. So let's say out of 150 cousins, right? So like 5% of them call me Penny. Another percentage of them just don't address my name, or I don't really talk to them that much, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And then the other percentage, they call me Jasmine, and they're just like, oh, oh geez, you gotta, sorry, I'm just so used to like your name's been Jasmine for your whole life. How can you expect me to switch it up? Okay, now those are the people that I have an issue with. The people who were like, well, I'm just used to calling you Jasmine. Listen here. If my mom got to get it together, my sister, my grandma, my whole family has had to readjust to my name. Why do you think you're any different? You know what I mean? I feel like it's an open disrespect for me. And so I don't surround myself with those kinds of people. There's a difference from people who are trying and people who are just straight up disregarding your request. The people who are straight up disregarding, I don't talk to them. I don't care how close we were, what relation you are to me, what our relationship is. Those are disrespectful people. I see that as disrespectful. And so I do not associate with those people, right? But yeah, that's my family. And as far as my friends, okay, so my friends, I don't have a lot of friends. And the reason I don't have a lot of friends is, like I said, they couldn't adjust to all of the changes that I had going on in my life. But, you know, not only that, they like would make it like the Penny thing is a joke and like, haha, like, you know, Penny, just like in a belittling kind of way. So I don't have a lot of friends. And so yeah, my old friends, I literally don't have any of them in my life anymore. That's crazy. Like not one. So if you're watching this, don't be offended that I cut you off. Like everybody went, okay? But I do have one friend. As you guys may have heard me say in my last like 28 videos, I only have one friend. And so listen, it's a funny story because we actually used to work together, right? And we weren't friends at work. So she only knew me as Penny. I didn't keep it a secret that my name was Jasmine. Like if you knew me and like talked to me at some point or another, it would come up that my name was Jasmine. So I didn't keep it a secret, but her and I, we were not that close. So after like quarantine happened and we both were like not back to work, I quit, she was still laid off. And so we were like hanging out one day and she's like, so what's new with you? I'm like, oh, you know, I got my name legally changed to Penny, so that's that. And it was like, I was in the process of it at that time, but it was like pretty much done. So I was like, yeah, I just got my name changed, whatever. And she's like, got your name changed to Penny? And I was like, yeah, my mom named me Jasmine. And she was like, I have heard people say like Jasmine or Jazzy J or something, but I thought that was just your nickname. I didn't know that was like your birth name. I was like, yeah, that was my name, but now it's Penny. And so she only knows Penny, like, do you know what I mean? So it's not that weird. Like, it's not weird at all. I don't know how she like feels about the fact that I've literally changed my name. Like, I don't know if she's ever known anyone who's done it, is what I'm saying. But she's super supportive of literally everything that I do. So even if I would like want to change my name back, she would support it. And I've had my doubts since changing my name, and I go to her and I'm like, I don't know, like, did I do the right thing? And she'll just ask me a couple questions and I'll be like, you know what? You're right. You're right. You're right, we're over that name. But now I don't have any emotional connection at all to the name Jasmine anymore. Like, even telling you guys that used to be my name is like, who the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's a straight up stranger. I don't know who she is. I don't know anything about that girl. Like, I don't know. Who is that? Who is that? Ew. Ew. Like, it feels gross that everyone used to call me like Jazzy. I'm gonna be sick. I'm literally gonna be sick. That is gross, okay? Ew. Definitely, my name is definitely Penny. I've been going by Penny for like 3 years. It's just a legal thing now. But yeah, that is how it's changed my life, how it has affected my relationships with my friends and family, how everybody feels, how everybody is adjusting, and all that good, awesome, and amazing stuff. And that's all I got for you guys. And I'll catch up with you in the next one. Bye!